What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back another video on the channel. And today, it's a week early, but we decided to make Thanksgiving sandwiches. I didn't know what I was going to make, and at the last minute, I just got so in the mood for Thanksgiving food because it is my favorite holiday of the year. I decided to make a little mock-up sandwich, so let me just run you through what we got here. I'm just going to grab this one real quick and knock over my gravy. But that's cool too. So as you can see here, we have got a breaded chicken patty, because, you know, fried chicken is always good, but I did it in the air fryer, so they are air fried. If you're interested in the air fried chicken recipe, it is on my channel. I always forget to leave a link in the description, but if you check the playlist on my channel that says cooking vids, I believe it says, it's one of the few videos on there, because I try to keep the basic stuff. But that's what that is. Then we've got a layer of stuffing, a layer of collard greens, and a layer of cranberry sauce. There is also, and you can see it real good on this, let me give you a side profile, because this is the one right here, but check it. That is cranberry mayo. That is fried chicken, collard greens, and stuffing. I'm not gonna lie, on the way here, because I carried the stuff from my kitchen to here, I kind of stumbled a little bit, so the sandwiches are kind of out of place, but we move. It is what it is. They're still gonna taste good, but plating a 3 out of 10 this time. But this is what I'm waiting for. And for all of you gluttons asking where the gravy is, come on, you know I got you. You know we got plenty of gravy going on. So I'm gonna take the first bite like I do always, raw dog, no condiments extra, but then the gravy will come in. I'm so excited for this. The bread won't crunch much. I didn't leave it in the oven too long because I don't think Thanksgiving needs crunchy bread. That's just my opinion. But it does need delicious chicken. Oh man, look. Look at the chicken bite. You see the cranberry sauce going on underneath there. Right? So we got cranberry sauce underneath. This is gonna be a mess. And I don't care. Look at this bite. Look at that. I mean, I don't know if you want it, but I do. Not only is Thanksgiving, that is really good. Cranberry mayo is a sweet and spicy cranberry mayo. Of course, I have cranberries, which I have some left over here, which is like the whole berry sauce. Mayo, obviously. But then I added in some of that hot pepper relish that I like so much, because I wanted to get a little kick. Collard greens, slow simmered, vinegar, a little bit of beef broth, not beef broth, but broth, beef stock, can't think. Normally I would use some sort of pork or sausage. We're trying to keep the calories down. And the stuffing, it's just old cut up bread, turkey broth. That is really good. And of course all of the stuffing seasonings like the sage and the rosemary and blah blah blah. You guys don't know that stuff, but one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving, besides obviously the food, God, that is really good. Is making a leftover Thanksgiving sandwich. What I personally do is I get a big hoagie roll. We want to use the old school rolls for these. Every single thing that I have on Thanksgiving under a layer of turkey, and I dip it in gravy. Try it. You're welcome. This is just wild though. That breaded chicken. This is not gonna last long. There's only 7 sandwiches here because I used 5 of the pieces of bread to make the stuffing. It is worth it. My goodness. A few people said I should do ASMR streams or uploads. This would be the one for it. Because I don't even want to talk. Y'all gotta give me a minute. Oh my goodness. I realized I just closed my eyes and zoned out there. Don't think I didn't see it. Thanksgiving food is some of my favorite food. And if you just put it in the sandwich, it just speaks to me. It just speaks to me. I'm a little lost of words. %90 of the time I go in the kitchen, I have absolutely no idea what I'm making. I was actually texting one of my friends, and it was like midnight, because right now it's, what time is it? It's 2:45 in the morning. It was so, I had just gotten home from work, and I was like, yo, I have no idea what to make. Because I really didn't. Look at this bite, man. Just get in here. Oh, man. This is insane. If you are not the type of person to make a Thanksgiving sandwich, I'm not really sure how much I trust you. Is that y'all don't do that? And as I said before, this is gonna be the bite right here. See that? With the cranberry mayo? I'm not the biggest fan of turkey. But when I thought about Thanksgiving, I was like, well, why don't I just do like a fried chicken patty? So this is what we came up with. And I'm not sure the name of it, but somebody tagged me in it today on Instagram. There's a place in New York City that's well known for doing like a Thanksgiving sandwich, which is supposed to be like out of bounds. And I saw that picture today, and I said, you know what? Why don't we make a macro-friendly version of that? I'm sure everybody else thinks it's probably better with fried chicken, but I actually enjoy the air fried chicken now. I always did, but it's less greasy than when you do like the chicken patty. You know, some places do it right where it's not very greasy, but sometimes you get it and it's like this grease bomb. Also, update. I like to do updates. I have something planned for Thanksgiving. It's going to be an upload. I won't give you the details, but it's something that I've never attempted before. But it's probably going to be a longer video because I'm going to be filming the entire day. And I will leave it at that. If anyone wants to take a guess on what I'm going to do in the comments, by all means. But there will be food. I'll just leave it at that. Come to the front. Come to the front, buddies. Come to the front. Oh, and this is lemonade. Not pink lemonade today, just OG sugar-free lemonade. And I actually brought this back. You didn't see my video yesterday. I'm in love with this sauce, so I think I'm gonna try it on the sandwich. Because why not? This is my question. I was talking about Thanksgiving yesterday. Like I said, it's my favorite holiday, so I'm always very, I guess, excited for this time of year. What is your favorite food on Thanksgiving, specifically? And no one's gonna say turkey. Specifically. I'm sure if you're not new to the channel and you've been watching, you know that mine is macaroni and cheese. I've said it like a billion times, and it's no exception. But I'm curious to know, what kind of spread does your family, your loved ones, whoever you eat with, what kind of spread do you guys do? Is it traditional? Is it more ethnic? Or is it just like, you know, like your traditional affair? I've been to Thanksgivings, obviously, at black people's houses, because I lived in one, and more of the traditional Americana style of Thanksgiving, you know, the pumpkin pie and the mashed potatoes and green bean casserole. You know, I never had green bean casserole until I was 19 years old. I didn't even know it existed. I swear. Until I got to school in Iowa. And everybody was talking about it. And I'm like, what the heck is green bean casserole? For all of you who don't know, it's exactly what it sounds like. A lot of people really like it. I will say it's not bad. But if you look on the back of the Campbell's cream of, I want to say mushroom soup, the condensed version, the recipe's right there. And most people that make it use that recipe. Also on the back of the, like the fried onions, you know those like onion straws? It's on there too. So go ahead and take a look if you've never had it. Basically, it's a casserole where you mix those soups with some green beans, then you add the fried onions on the top and you bake it. It's that simple. It's not bad. You know, I feel like some Thanksgivings I've been to, they're so traditional that you kind of know what you're getting beforehand. I've been to Thanksgivings where everything was okay because it tasted like it came from like a Campbell's recipe. And you get what I'm saying? But my favorite Thanksgivings, to be honest, obviously apart from my own family, were the ethnic ones. It was just like so different, the food, you know. All my friends were so diverse. I had Italian friends, I had a Filipino friend, West Indian friend, Hispanic friend, Polish friend, and we used to just all smash each other's food. So, you know, I'd be eating pierogies at one place, you know, pasta, lasagna, a lot of Italians will eat on Thanksgiving. Hispanic people always have pernil. It's a big hunk of wonderfulness meat, pork. It's delicious. And it's at every holiday, but they'll have like rice and beans, and you see how happy I'm getting when I'm thinking of this stuff. The Filipino friend, they used to make this, I don't know if there's any of my Filipino people in here. I love Filipino food. They used to make these noodles called pancit, and it had like the egg and the, I used to sit at the table with a bowl like 3 times the size of this. Moms, for the most part, my friends' moms love me because my friends took for granted they're cooking. And every time I was over, they would like watch me just eating everything and be like, "It's just so good, it's so good," and it wasn't a joke. So, I guess it made them happy. But whenever there was leftovers, I was ready to go. You know, we all kind of did that though. One of my closest friends, when I went away to college, he would still come to my house and eat. Like, my mom, she'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he would come to my house and eat. You know, it's just like, "What'd you make?" You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that. I would've, but I was away. In the Midwest though, I gotta try this. I'm sorry. I have to see if it works. I have to see. I have to see. I have to see. Whoa. I have to see if it works. That stuff just works on everything. It just does. Seriously. Put this on a foot and eat it. It's probably still good. Don't actually do that with a foot. But yeah, the Midwest. Everything was very like, everybody made the same exact food. I wasn't used to that at all. I don't want anything wrong with it, but That's when I was indoctrinated to like the green bean casserole. This is a really honest truth. I'd never seen anyone that I grew up with, and again, not an insult, just was different from what I was used to. I had never eaten or seen anyone eat stovetop stuffing until I got to college. I'm not joking. They used to have the commercials when I was a kid. And it was like something like stovetop stuffing for your microwave oven. Like it was real, like, you know, kids and jingles and stuff. So I'd be like, Mom, let's get stovetop. I ain't eating that shit. It just got no play in my house. And most of my friends' parents were ethnic. They didn't know, they don't believe in making stuff from boxes. You know, like, I didn't know you could buy gravy from a can. I did not know. I'm not, again, not shade. I didn't know. Swear. My mom would make her own gravy like 5 minutes. She's like, hold on, let me get the meat and get the drippings and some flour and bam. So when I got out there and I just saw like, all right, well, for the cornbread, or they didn't really eat cornbread, but the stuffing, stovetop. The gravy was like from a jar. Like, the green bean casserole was from the back of the, and I went to like, over the years, I was out there for about 5 years, and I would go to multiple Thanksgivings on a day. You know, I would have Thanksgiving with my coaches, girls, whatever, and it all tasted the same. It was cool because I knew it was safe. Because sometimes you go to people's house and they're, you know, they can't cook. So it was safe, but it was very strange to me. Because even within the own, like my own family, even though my aunt, my other aunt, my mother, you know, my grandmother, all made the same types of food. Mac and cheese, collard greens, stuffing, you know, cornbread, so on and so forth. Every single person's mac and cheese tasted different. Every single person's collard greens tasted different. And you would know, oh, this is so-and-so's. Like, I really like my aunt's mac and cheese. Yeah, I really like it. People who eat like soul food, you know, I'm not trying to say just black people, I know there's plenty of other ethnicities that eat soul food, so I'm just going to say soul food. But if you have mac and cheese on holidays, you know, you understand. And did you ever have somebody's mac and cheese, whether it's in your family or friends or like your auntie, or you ever have mac and cheese that's not good? I didn't know you could make mac and cheese bad. But hers specifically, my mom's mac and cheese was fire. Like, everybody loved mom's mac and cheese. Other people will come get it. Fire. You know. Mom. So, my aunt's, oh man, she don't watch this shit. I'm hoping nobody's telling, man. I don't care. It is what it is. So hers, it was like kind of hard. You know, look, mac and cheese is supposed to have body to it. Like, it ain't supposed to be runny. I'm talking about soul food mac and cheese. Like, it's supposed to be, you know, cheesy and thick and, you know, and it holds. Like, but hers, bro. You see, I'm so trying to be politically correct because, you know, somebody might watch this and get back to her, and I don't need that. You know, so I get a phone call. Nah. How do I say this? Okay. You could cut it with a knife. It was sweet potato pie, fire. Her sweet potato pie, fire. Mac and cheese, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was, everyone. So you knew certain stuff from certain people was like what it came with. God, man. You know, the only person whose cooking I liked everything, honestly, was probably my mother's. Nothing that she ever made I didn't like. And I have to say that now my sister has carried that torch. because she does a lot of the cooking on holidays now that we're older. You know, kind of take the... And I was skeptical. I didn't want to go away from that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say this. And I know she be watching sometimes. Her mac and cheese is fire. Last year, she made like a seafood mac and cheese. Like crab. Bruh, I took a whole tray to the crib. It was so good. And you know, we're West Indian. So she cooks the stuff. I can cook this stuff too, but she like makes like oxtails. Bro, she having a slow cooker. You get over there, you just get you a... If you ain't West Indian and you never had oxtails, like, they're exactly what they sound like. It's what you think it is. And there's bones. Boy, it's so good. The sauce and on some rice. You understand me? You understand me? So, I was skeptical, but she can cook too. Honestly, nobody in my immediate family, mom, dad, brother, nobody's a bad cook. Nobody. I was probably the last one to like, people like, oh wait, he can cook too? You know? So, that was always fire. Kind of crappy that we can't do it this year, but we move. But the one thing I don't like Thanksgiving, and this is another one, like a lot of black people do this on holidays too. I don't like deviled eggs. I know a lot of people probably watching this going, what? Nah. I don't like them. It's too eggy. It reminds me of egg salad, and I don't like egg salad. I like potato salad, but I don't like egg salad. And most people make deviled eggs, they put pickles in it. Relish. Hell nah. So at first they used to make me deviled eggs. For me, that is disgusting. I would get my own little set. Potato salad too, because they use pickles in the potato salad in my house. So I have to have my own. But I still don't like it. Too eggy. The thought of taking the yolks out of the eggs and then putting them into a bowl and adding mayo and stuff and then piping it back like, nah, man, I know. Most people love deviled eggs. I hate them. They make me sick. That's the one thing. I'm also not the biggest fan, and they don't serve this at my house, of pumpkin pie. I don't really like pumpkin pie. Sweet potato pie. In my house. But my favorite pie, and you will see this because I get one or two every year. I actually get it from a bakery in Texas. And it's pecan pie. I love pecan pie. It is just, pecan pie, anything. I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll see. Like, oh man. Like, people love the pumpkin, and nah, pecan pie for me, bro, all day. But as you can see, this was delicious. It put me in that Thanksgiving mood. That Thanksgiving hype is real. I don't like the fact that people are already decorating for Christmas. If you put a Christmas tree in your house already, shame. I'm not judging you, but shame, right? Like, don't skip over the food, okay? Thanksgiving, there's no presents. It's just food, family, football. That's all I need. You feel me? I'm more sentimental. I don't care about gifts and all that stuff. Like, I don't get anything on Christmas. I give stuff on Christmas. Once you turn, I'd probably say once you turn about 25, that's probably, for some people it's younger, for some people it's older, but the average age, once you turn 25 years old, Christmas don't matter anymore. Christmas, you give out gifts. You don't get anything. You're lucky if you get some socks. I think last year I did get some socks, which I was grateful for. I needed some new socks, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I get more satisfaction. I hand out gift cards to everybody. I'm not one of them people that do all those elaborate gifts and cards and stuff. I don't need all that. Just buy what you want. Shut up. You don't really care anyway. Nah. Anyway, that was delicious. It was already 3 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta be back at work very soon. But I love doing these uploads. I love making the food. I love vibing and chilling with y'all. So anybody who's watched this long, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But you know the deal. We were in the kitchen for 3 days. Tomorrow, we will have something out of the kitchen. Then we have our day off. And then we have our eating challenge. There won't be a spicy challenge this week because it didn't get here in time. So, we will be having a spicy challenge. Next week is Thanksgiving. Shit. Yeah, we'll be having a spicy challenge sometime in the next week or two. It's supposed to get here over the weekend, and I'm not trying to ruin my stomach before I Thanksgiving myself. So, anyway, talking too much. It's been your boy King Strats. We'll be back tomorrow. Move the gravy. More content. I love you. How am I so awake at this point? I still gotta clean this up. But the hand signs, they made it to YouTube.